Welcome to the Bogart Effect, a wealthy wisdom podcast. Please see important disclosure information at the end of the presentation.
It's like, again, every situation is a little different. Education is one, right? So some of our clients are either trying to solve for funding their own children's education. Some of them are trying to fund for their grandchildren's education.
That's right.
What does that look like?
So when we run the education analysis, we need to get the more data we can get from you, the better. But what we're really looking for is, are you interested in private or are you interested in public, college? Are you looking for in-state, out-of-state? And what's nice with our software is we can run those different scenarios. We can get an idea, okay, are you currently contributing to a 529 plan? What are you contributing? What do you have? We can take that information and then we can run the analysis to say, well, if you want to go to private, this is how much more you're going to need to put into your 529 plan. If you want to go to state or public in-state, this is how much you're going to need. It'll show us what the any shortcomings there are or if the funding goals are met.
Well, and I'm going to tie it personally at this point, right? It's like there is a material difference now between in-state, public, and private. I just so happened, I went to UVA and I was looking at the tuition rates for UVA actually over the weekend. And, all in, including room board, they're saying 30, 35,000 roughly. Whereas just out of state, UVA is 57 for tuition alone. That number was boggling me.
Yeah.
And then I looked at Vanderbilt was the first college to break $100,000.
Wow.
So, the reality of, and now, by the way, that we could spend a whole session talking about education funding, but I do think that we need to have a serious conversation around what is the desired level of savings.
Right.
And part of it's modeling. And what we haven't talked about yet is the laws keep changing. The rules keep changing, right? So I'll use anecdotally.
The previous presentation by Bogart Wealth was intended for general information purposes only. No portion of the presentation serves as the receipt of or as a substitute for personalized investment advice from Bogart Wealth or any other investment professional of your choosing. Different types of investments involve varying degrees of risk, and it should not be assumed that future performance of any specific investment or investment strategy or any other non-investment related or planning services, discussion, or content will be profitable, be suitable for your portfolio or individual situation, or prove successful. Neither Bogart Wealth's investment advisor registration status nor any amount of prior experience or success should be construed that a certain level of results or satisfaction will be achieved if Bogart Wealth is engaged or continues to be engaged to provide investment advisory services. Bogart Wealth is neither a law firm nor accounting firm, and no portion of its services shall be construed as legal or accounting advice. No portion of the podcast content should be construed by a client or prospective client as a guarantee that he or she will experience a certain level of results if Bogart Wealth is engaged or continues to be engaged to provide investment advisory services. Copies of Bogart Wealth's current written disclosure brochure and Form CRS discussing our advisory services and fees are available upon request or at www.bogartwealth.com.